Greetings, beautiful people. Happy Monday. Welcome to Mo Money Mondays. I am your host, Vanda of the Jamison Legacy Group. And so excited to be here tonight. So, we always have good stuff, good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. You are tuned into All About Us Media. And with all the places you could have been, I'm so delighted that you've decided to be here with us, with me. And, here on Mo Money Mondays, we talk about all things business, money making sense, especially entrepreneurship and the success, the trials, the tribulations of doing business, raising a family, all of that, and how it trickles down to our money. And so tonight I have a special guest, a good friend of mine. He is a producer, he is an entertainer, he is magical coordinator, entrepreneur, philanthropist, all of the above. Please welcome my good friend, Antonio Alexander, to the scene. Hey
Hey,
there,
Vanda,
Antonio. Hey, what's up?
how you doing?
How you doing? You're a little pixelated, but we're gonna take it. It'll probably go in and
I'm
out, but we get
always
an idea.
okay.
Still handsome, still handsome. So happy to see you. So I'm inclined and guided to go through. So I know him as Tony. Um, his work name is Antonio Alexander, and I pretty much classify him as brilliant, just brilliant. Certainly the man that can pull it out of the rear end on the fly. How about that? So Tony, welcome to Mo Money Mondays. It's all about the Benjamins. And I understand that you are in success these days, doing quite well.
Yes, yes.
So tell the folks a little bit about who you are. Who is Antonio? I know that you have a wonderful story. So I'm going to actually ask, if you don't mind, to take us on the journey. Maybe give us a little background of, where are you from?
Okay. From Florida, Tallahassee, Miami, um, Florida State, FAMU. Those are my schools of choice, um, or demand, because of my parents. Been in the entertainment field for a long while. Started as a DJ at the age of 17. With now used to be Clear Channel Radio, now iHeartMedia. So yeah, man, and from there to here. So it's a long one.
How is Mama Jackie?
Mama's good.
Mama's
Dad,
good. How's Daddy?
everybody's good.
Daddy's good. Okay, good. Are they proud of you?
Yeah, sometimes.
Sometimes. Uh, oh, okay. More times than not, though. More
More
times than not.
not. Yeah,
Because you all of pushing 30 here. Just
yeah.
still looking good. Still looking good. Still pixelated, but it's okay. Still looking good. I don't know what that's about, but we gonna roll with it. Um. So DJ, and where'd that lead you to? You were on the road. You were doing music for a little while, and then you got off the road. And I find it a very interesting story. So it sounds like lots of fun was had, lots of learning was had in your youth. Come on, give us the tea, spill it.
Okay. So yeah, I happen to know a friend of mine since the sixth grade, named T Pain. So happened to be on the radio. He used to, filter his songs through me. I used to help him out with his recording, and all of a sudden one day, I dropped a song called "I'm Strong," and someone came to the studio. It was Akon's brother had heard it, drove in, and said, "Yo, what is that? Who is that?" 6 months later, Payne returns to the radio station with Akon and says, "Let's go." So, 10 years, I'm on the road DJing for Akon and T Pain. Learned a lot of life lessons. I wish every man or woman. I'm not sure how it feels to be a woman, but how you doing again? But
Okay.
I wish every man could go through that experience because everybody feels like okay, the road is simply about um, having relations and the drinking and the partying and most of it. Once you get that out of your system, you have a bigger, better picture, a better value of the outcome and understanding. So yeah, I partied, yeah, I played, and at the end of the day, by the time that was done, I learned to uh, get contacts on the road instead of having inebriated nights. Because I mean, it's allowed because you can wake up anywhere, and your clothes will be ready to go. Um, Everything ironed out for you. You had someone to always look out for you. So starting there, and let me also say it is something that could get you in trouble because it's something that you don't have to ever be ready for anything personally. And that was the downside of the road. But here's how I was able to get out of that. It wasn't my fault, but can I tell them the whole real deal?
You can tell them the real deal as
Okay.
long as you keep it clean. But I want to just say thank you for touching on this because we have so many young men and young women out there that are all about the deal, all about the record deal. All they want is a deal, and they can't focus on anything else. And so often, our young brothers and sisters end up in the wrong place, desperate for that deal, but not handling the business part of it, and they get taken. So,
Yes.
and I know that there's more to be concerned about than just the money. But yes, please speak to those folks. Speak to those young ones because there's so many out there, and that's all they can focus on is the deal without thinking about the rest.
First of all, before we get into the other story, there is no deal. There's nothing for you anymore inside of a corporation unless you are the corporation.
Mm.
So
Oh, oh, we can't hear you, but you were clear for a minute. Unmute yourself. Oh, we don't want to lose you. I can see you, but I can't hear you. You got a phone call. Ah, did you get a phone call? Okay, well, guess what, guys? We're going to go to commercial and we will be right back with more Antonio listening to and hearing his real deal. Be right back.
Throw and Tuck. It's handmade by myself, and you only can get it here, and it's patent, and it's only here at Rococo Design. It's like a regular pillow, or you can take the blanket out like so, fluff up the pillow, open up your blanket, wrap it around yourself, and then you can lay on your sofa and relax with your pillow throw and tuck. When you're done with it, just flip it over. When you don't want the blanket anymore, you just fold it over twice. Fold it over twice again. Fold it over. And tuck it in the back. And there you go. You're back to the pillow throw and tuck. The Coco Design. The pillow.
Welcome back. So, this is Vanda, and you have tuned in to All About Us Radio tonight with me. And we are in the midst of Mo Money Mondays with Antonio Alexander, who was just about to tell us some of the good stuff, and how there is no deal. Let's see. Are we back in sound? Nope. Check 1, 2. Check. Okay. Well, maybe I'll have him try to come back in again. Okay. Yeah, he's going to try to come back in again. Anyway, we were in the midst of the conversation about, so many of our young folks, music is everything these days. I get it. And, everybody wants a record deal. Everybody wants a contract. And what happens is that once you get the deal, and I have a young lady who just got a deal. In fact, we're going to be talking to her in the next week or two. But, you know, that you get so consumed with your art, your craft, your passion, and nobody's thinking about the business. Or you're just listening to what you were told, and maybe they're untruths. So it's something to really be concerned about. Hopefully, we can hear Antonio. Can we hear you now?
Can we hear
Testing.
you?
Yes, we can hear you. Thank you, because you've got me on the edge of my seat
I
with
love
like,
it. You hear me?
there is no deal.
I like to be heard. All right, let's go.
So there is no deal. Do
If you're,
tell.
if you're interested in music and getting a deal, there is no deal. There is no Motown. There is no Def Jam anymore. Things that we were able to do back in the day can't be done now because it's so saturated. The internet, there's no album sales because people are listening for free. There's a lot of things that really, lack of better words or statements, just tore it up. And what you got to be concerned about right now is you, is being independent. You are the deal now. So all it takes is a team. And the way the internet is set up, I tell people all the time, like, in some ways the internet has messed everything up. In other ways, it's made it brilliant. You can tune into More Money Monday. Um, so check this out. Just look at it like this. On Friday nights, back in the day, everybody was tuned in. We were on a schedule. We were watching Family Matters, step by step, because it was Friday. We would go to school Monday and talk about what Steve Urkel did. Now, Monday, you got the zombie lovers in one corner talking about the Walking Dead and the Walking Zombies and the Zombies for Life. Like, you can tune into anything zombies you want and have that all day because of the internet. So what I'm saying is, find your niche and somebody will love you. And you will gain your fans from what you do and what you say. So it's a good thing because now you can be real with yourself and find people that are the same or likewise. And once you prove to them that you are being yourself and you are one of them, then it's on. Then start selling merch. Start whatever you are. You're the square guy. We're the square guys. Be that square. And it's no need to worry about what everybody else thinks and that kind of thing. Go get your money on more days than Monday. That's all.
So
And
so it's DIY
yeah,
pretty much
yeah, and
more than ever.
yeah. I said a lot of bad things about record labels, but no hate on you guys. You still do your thing, but I had to let the people know. Don't chase the deal. Chase yourself. Chase your own dream. Because I found that a situation, even with me as a DJ, for T-Pain and Akon, where at the end of the day, when I was done, I was pushing somebody with millions already. Had I still been on the road, I would still been in an imaginary place where I was hot, where I was not. You understand? So um, I'm glad that the situation that I guess I'll let you know about happened. And what people need to know also is that with every bad situation, there's good. Once you find the good out of that situation, you can move. Okay. The thing about going through it is the through part.
Yes.
If you stay at the first T, then you're gonna have a problem. At least get to the H or the TH, that T, then you're working on something. It's like people get say you get cut off in the road. Now you cussing from 125th all the way to Manhattan, all the way to Times Square about something that happened on 125th. That has ruined your day. And another reason you shouldn't be even worried about that is because you did it yesterday to someone else.
Right. Karma.
So
Karma.
we have to just be aware of the things we do and can't just be happy and be positive and live life. Because the little things that you do just like can just benefit or affect your day. Hey, what's up, fellas? In a good way or a horrible way.
Okay.
So with that being said, I was on the road. I was doing my thing and um, felt like I was ready to, stop playing and find someone special. Found that person, and basically um, just knew everything that was going to happen. Knew that we wanted kids, and everything was popping off, like the young kids say. And um, we got pregnant, moved her to Atlanta, and internet. This is another downfall.
So wait a minute. Slow down just a little
Uh-oh.
bit. So you are no longer on the road with T-Pain. You are in Atlanta pregnant, but you're not. Are you
I'm
on the road pregnant or no?
on the road.
You're still on the road. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
on the
with you.
road. But um, I was able to be home more than usual, and the internet. You know, I'm always open in my relationships, and never cheated. Never. I was always just fully open book, just because I knew I had to do that because of where I came from and the
What
people.
does that mean where you came from?
What
Does that mean the values that
no, what people think about what we do on the road. It is so true that I always have to have an open line of connection for the ones that I care about, so that they know without a doubt that 100% there it is.
okay.
So now,
Commendable.
um, she posted a picture in my house, in my new house, of the shower. The nice shower. It looks like Grotto from the Playboy Mansion. You've never been there, but I'll tell you, it's nice stonework. Vanda, you might have been there. It's nice. It's nice stonework, and water running from everywhere on the rocks. So nice place to take a picture of. So in my feed on Instagram, somebody says, "Oh, I remember that shower." Oh, here we go. So I had a party at the house, and the females, it was nothing big. So with the emotions running from the pregnancy and this and that, here we go. So I said, you know what? Maybe it's time for me to go back on the road really hard. I said, I'm gonna fly you to New York, and your mom to help you out. You know, this was post birth. So
So how old is your child at this time?
seven.
7 years old when you decide to leave
No,
Atlanta.
no, 3 months old.
Oh, 3 months old. Okay, I'm with you.
So speaking of 3 weeks later, after I send her to mom, I get a call saying if I want to see my son again, you need to come to New York. This is this is because all the emotions are running and everything, and it's you know Tony's a bad guy. Tony's on the road with all these girls.
And
So
there's the internet.
so I said, Payne, I need some time off the road. He said, how long do you need? I said 2 months. And this is my 7th year in New York. So
I think we can see you better when you back up a little bit.
back up.
I think. Yeah, I think we can. I think it's not as pixelated. But okay, that's great right there. 7 years. So you're on the road. You meet the love of your life. You guys get pregnant. There's drama, which is probably very typical of the industry. So I've heard. And you take a sabbatical, and now you're 7 years in.
Yes.
So
And
do tell. How old is your child? It's your son. How old is your son?
come back here. We talked about he's 7 years old. We talked about how I stopped playing on the road and start building contacts. And this is why that was so important. I was able to go back to places like MTV, which is a network called Viacom, which I'm actually still working for today. I'm a location supervisor. We'll get into that. That's where we are now. um, so I was able to go to or call the assistant at that time from 7 years ago. And this guy is now the director. Okay?
Wow.
This is why
All from a contact that you picked up 8 years ago, 10 years ago.
and hey man, they call me crazy my DJ name is DJ Crazy Baby.
Crazy baby.
We
Okay.
try to leave him where he's at. So it was like, Crazy, what's up, man? What are you doing? Nothing, man. I'm in New York. Oh, come over. You still doing entertainment? No. Actually, oh, you still do those voices? Right. So we're getting somewhere. So they were like, come on in. We got an opportunity to be a production manager. Um, and and I took it. But this is actually a year after I had been in New York. That the first year was actually a struggle. Um,
Okay.
finding work, and it was not really a struggle for me as a person. It was struggle. It was the struggle was on the inside because um, I didn't know anything but the road. Um, I didn't know anything about shoveling snow. I've been to New York 50,000 times, and I've never been cold. How about that? So
Oh,
I could hop off the bus in pajamas, go right into a hotel. Never feel New York.
wow. Okay. Because
So
and that was how you met New York in the past, but now
yeah.
it was different.
So so
Okay.
now I get in New York. I find a situation for work. I find a apartment situation. The guy tells me, "Look, shovel the snow. I'll take some. I'll take some money off your rent." So I'm out there shoveling the snow. uh, I shoveled for 5 minutes.
You were in boots though, yes?
No, I didn't know
No.
anything. I didn't know anything about anything. So I'm shoveling the snow for 5 minutes, and I left the shovel on the ground and just went inside. Said, I'm just gonna have to pay that money because it was the most back-breaking thing I've ever done in my life.
Oh, goodness.
So that's when I started to figure out what life was about,
What life was about.
what being in it for me was about, and not
That's
being in it
real.
for.
That's
So
real.
at that moment, I decided to make make my situation better. Um,
Congratulations.
so I stayed at the restaurant for a while, and you know, things from the road. Sometimes you'll find yourself living like you were on the road, um, and I mean, like I said, things happen for a reason. Um, and because I was,
Always. I'm
yeah,
sorry. Let's just stop right there. Always.
always,
Because what do they say? Right? God has a plan.
yeah, it's already planned out.
Hmm.
So yeah, I hate to say it, God, but my drinking, everything was up in there. So because I was upset because I was not on the road, I went through a phase and I had to figure out on my own. You have to get to that light bulb moment where okay, that's what's happening. So when I figured that out, I was able to get through the get through the word through, and then that's when I started everything. This is one of the biggest things that I may say. Everything that you need is already available. Only thing I had to do was open my phone. I already created the contacts 10 years ago.
Well, wait a minute now. Let's back up. Let's be real for a moment.
Uh-oh. Don't be real for a moment.
That let's just be real for a moment.
Okay.
You said everything you need is already available.
Yes.
Already there.
Already there.
But there's some work that you need to do on the inside in order to achieve and to get there.
Yes.
Okay. I just needed us to agree on that. It's
Yes.
it's not just opening your phone.
No.
You gotta, sometimes we gotta bump our head and skin our knee.
Yes. I had many strawberries. So I had to go through this point. It's kind of like you have to go all the way to the bottom to see what you have in front of you. Not necessarily talking about rock bottom or just like you have to drain the rag to get it wet again. I
And
don't know.
Antonio, that's something. I'm sorry to interrupt, but and this is a common scenario. This is a common incident, or these are common moments that happen with folks in the industry.
Yeah,
And so when we speak to young people who are looking for that deal, like you said, there's more to be concerned about than just the deal. Maintaining mental health,
yeah,
maintaining who you are, where you come from, your morals, your standards. It's very intoxicating. Would you not agree? The lifestyle is intoxicating.
very, very intoxicating.
Very intoxicating.
Yeah.
And so, what advice would you give young folks? And not that young folks will listen because it's intoxicating, but if by chance they were able to take something, some advice that you would give, that you drop right now, a little gem, and perhaps hear it one day, like that little birdie. What would that be? What would you leave? What would you drop for him? What do you tell your son?
I tell them what everybody should tell themselves, and everybody's heard it already. You can do anything you want in life. You can be anybody you want in life. Only thing you need to understand is there's no such thing as can't. There's I will, and I did, and I'm going to do. Um,
Yeah.
and and what I would drop on on the kids, on what or whoever, is that whatever you drop out of your mouth will most likely happen.
Mm.
Whoever you hang around, you will most likely be.
Association
Association.
is key.
Change your atmosphere and change the way you speak, change the way you think,
Beautiful.
and things will change around you. And that's it.
So proud of you. So go ahead and drop a few names. Let's talk about your book of work. What was probably your most fun project or your top three?
Um, I had really had fun having on tour with T Pain, um, Akon, um, in the studio with Kanye. Um, showed him how to use the auto tune, and 6 months later came out with 808 Heartbreak, the whole thing auto tune, and nothing with me, nothing, nothing mentioned about me.
Oh well,
Seen
right.
him seen him the next year, and I don't know. I got a hand from security. That's just how it happens.
That's
There's
how
no
it works.
deal. We didn't make a deal just because you did that for me. Um, and since everyone wants to do that, I figure, hey, look, it's about me first. Let me get me right so that I can take care of him, and maybe gain a her on the other side of that. But always take care of you, your inside, make sure you are happy. You cannot you cannot write a book, or I write songs. You cannot write a song about being happy if you've never been happy.
Mm.
It's not gonna happen. You cannot write a song about being drunk if you've never been drunk. Only thing the song is gonna I see a guy on the bar, you know, can't
Well,
do that.
we hear a lot of music about pain and heartbreak,
Yeah.
right? We hear a lot of music about that. So you're so animated. I love talking to you. You've always made me laugh. Antonia and I met in New York. Wow, probably about 6 or 7 years ago. So,
This
and we have
this
had some good times.
shovel
I
the
can't
snow.
even imagine.
This is
You were.
around the time where I shoveled snow.
Uh, I don't know. I know that there was a bike ride that we had once that was very fun, but we're not. We're not going to talk about that. But so do me a favor. Bring us in just a little bit. Uh, Give me a funny story or stories that really helped to shape your focus, or shape your idea, your passion, something that
I mean,
one,
everything
or
shapes.
one of your greatest moments that helped to.
I mean, everything shapes, everything creates. There's no big and no small. The fact that I'm sitting down right now and speaking to you may create a moment for me, may create a moment for someone else. So nothing, you can't treat any small any you cannot put a scale on a situation.
Well, do you have a
Because,
favorite?
ma'am,
Do you have ma'am? Just call me ma'am. Do you have a favorite? You don't have a favorite
no,
moment or incident or now I've listened to some of your stories. I have a favorite.
I well,
Um,
and I have a new favorite. Go ahead.
no, go ahead. You tell me your favorite because then we're going to talk about your son. But go ahead, tell me about your favorite.
Okay. It's only a favorite because it's happened in the in the recent past. So and people ask me about my cut. Let me tell you about this cut, right? So I go on. I'm getting all these promotions and doing all this stuff, and I go on to a movie set, not knowing what it is. And I've been promoted to one of the highest cities in the land, which is Gotham City. So we're doing the Joker movie, and I was so excited.
Did you say Joker?
Doing the Joker movie,
Joker. Okay.
2019, and um, I'm just doing my job, just regular. Happened to know Joaquin Phoenix, the guy that played Joker, because he wanted to be a rapper and was at T-Pain's house
Wow.
back in the day.
Full circle.
Who does that? So, so they automatically put me on Joaquin Phoenix because nobody knows how to treat Joaquin Phoenix. Um, then something extraordinary happened. Um, this girl just messed up a breakfast order for this guy. So this guy automatically says, "Hey, where's the guy with the cut?" And I'm the guy with the cut. So, where's the guy with the cut? Bring him in. Bring him here now. So I get there, and it is Bob. You know who Bob is?
No. Who's Bob?
You know who Bob is? Okay. All right. So, what are you?
Should I know who Bob is?
Yeah, Rob De Niro. Rob,
Oh, Bob. Oh, okay. No, I would not have gotten that. Okay.
sir.
Oh,
Sir.
that's who was upset about the breakfast. Okay, I'm all ears. I'm
Yeah.
all ears now.
So, I said, Mr. De Niro, what's going on? He was like, "Hey, call me Bob. I don't care what you do. I just don't want none of those imbeciles." Like. So but and now I'm working for him too. So you never know
You never know.
what can happen and materialize. As long as you move forward and be positive, things happen, and it's crazy. It's crazy, and I know nobody else can have a story. Nobody else can say the things that I say,
I
and
believe that.
that's why it's amazing.
I believe that. You definitely have. I know firsthand. You have a gift with your voice and your verbiage, and you're very, very, very funny. So I want to bring it to. Okay, so we've gone from Florida. We've been on the road with T-Pain. Before I ask you this question, do tell us. So how's it been taking that money cut? Mm. How did you survive that hit? How did you reconcile that within your spirit?
Well, the reconciliation came from okay. This. It's gonna sound funny, but making $1,200 a day, having so much, and not having to take care of many responsibilities, it didn't add up. We are on the road gambling, doing so. The money just was not focused. The money wasn't focused. It had nowhere to. It had nothing to focus on.
Hmm.
So
Interesting.
necessarily, it wasn't a hit necessarily. It was. I mean, the money didn't even matter then. So um, when I took the hit, what mattered was finding a placement for me,
Hmm.
finding, and then the money gradually came. So and then it wasn't a loss. My hit came from just leaving what I was used to.
Okay.
Um, if that makes sense.
I applaud your commitment. Um, Not an easy pivot or transition to make. And thank you for being so vulnerable and so candid and answering that question. I appreciate that because, I would imagine that is why a lot of people stay because they can't fathom the hit,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
Uh,
Many people wanna leave town and go places, and I mean, when I got here, I couldn't believe I met people that live in New York and never seen the Statue of Liberty or never ever passed by it. More than likely, never seen it on TV.
hmm,
The only the maybe fifth grade trip. That was a, that was the only time seeing Statue of Liberty, and some of us didn't make that, and I couldn't understand that. I can understand like this is in your backyard.
I might be guilty of that.
I don't believe that at all. you been
I
on,
think it was a first grade trip. But now there's a Statue of Liberty in Morningside Park in Harlem, so I'm good. No.
man, you've been on the Brooklyn Bridge before.
I've driven by.
Okay.
Okay, so let me see, what have we got? Okay, we've got about 15 minutes, and I've got more. I want to pull out of you. Thank you for sharing, some of the hard lessons. I know it wasn't easy. I'm very proud of you that you got through all of it and that you've landed on your feet for sure. Where do you pull your creativity from? Because you are, you know what? Hang on to that thought. Think about that. We're going to go to a short commercial and we'll be right back. Okay. We'll be right back.
Hello, this is Najesti from Butter Me Essentials Natural Hair and Body Company. We are located in Brooklyn, New York. We are a family-owned company, which is run by my husband, Vaden, and I. Do you have hair that is hard to manage? Having trouble with hair growth? Is your skin always dry? No problem. Butter Me Essentials is here with the solution. We specialize in hair butters, pomades, hair elixirs, shampoos, conditioners, luxury soaps, body butters, lotion bars, perfumes, scrubs, and so much more. All of our products is made with natural and organic ingredients such as shea butter, cocoa butter, mango butter, Jamaican black castor oil, avocado oil, Oregon oil, and essential oils. There is no sulfates, petroleum, mineral oils, or parabens, just all natural goodness. If you would like to order our products, check out our website at buttermeessentials.com, buttermeessentials.com, or call 646-524-3351, 646-524-3351. Check us out on Facebook and Instagram. Remember, like our motto says, you deserve to be buttered.
You're tuned in to All About Us Radio. I am Vanda, and you are here with me. It's Mo Money Monday night, here with Antonio Alexander. So the question on the table, Antonio, was where do you pull your creativity from? You are mad creative. You bowl me over with how your mind works. And I think this is why I've adored you over the years, in spite of how maddening you can sometimes be. That's that brilliant creativity, brilliant genius, I call it. How do you do it?
I don't know.
Alrighty.
I have no clue. Everybody asks me this, but I really when I look at it, I think it happened because of like really really deep situations. Like I compare it to what I compare it to comedy. I compare it to like okay, listen. There was one time I was on stage in Chicago, and I go and I'm like, yo, are y'all ready to see Lil Wayne? And everybody goes, and I go, are y'all ready to see T-Pain? So let's go, Chicago. Let's go. I'm going to push the button, and nothing happens. So this only was like 7 seconds, which felt like 7 minutes. Nothing was going on, and I was stuck. And something hit me and said, you're going to have to do something right now. So I said, what's wrong with what's going on? Hey, sound man. I said, I need you to get this right. So I made the audience say, I need y'all to say, sound man, get this right. Sound man, get this right. So sound man comes on stage and goes under his breath, Antonio, I'm gonna kill you. Because I had to focus the energy, I had to do something. So I was like, I got you. Scrappy, I got you. Don't be mad. So, after that was over, I was like, y'all get a sound man a hand. But everything that happened was my fault. I just didn't push a crossfader to the right side. So right then, right then I learned that I had to be on top of everything. I had to be quick. I had to know at any situation, and it also came from being on the radio. And Vonda, once you push that button, there's no going back.
There's no going back.
So I think that, I answered my own question. It was that happened on stage that packaged the butter, and me being on the radio, which churned the butter.
Okay, there
And
you
now
go.
we're selling it.
Okay. Okay. So we've only got a few minutes. Take
I
us
don't know how
home.
that happens, but go ahead.
Yeah, well, I do.
But
I do. That's how your mind works. Um, let's talk about being a father. Um, you're a young man. You have a 7-year-old. You have seen a lot. I appreciate you taking the time, and you're working right now. You're at the studio now.
yes, I'm on a sound stage. We're shooting a new movie. This is hair and makeup that we're sitting in. That's
Okay.
so beautiful. Wardrobe. So
Okay. Where
you're,
everything is pixelated, so you've got terrible reception down there, but I'm so
yeah.
glad that we can hear you and
Okay.
see some type of image.
Okay, I was everyone, but yeah, we're on a sound stage, and there's many technical aspects may have, maybe the reason for this pixelation, but I'm always scattered.
so so you're at the studio. I mean, I would imagine the hours can be quite lengthy. And you've got a 7-year-old. Talk to me about being a dad, from the road with T-Pain to, I'm sorry, no, from Florida with Mama Jackie and being a good Christian boy to the road with T-Pain to New York shoveling snow
And being a
to
good
being a
Christian boy,
single dad now with a 7-year-old. Momentous.
um,
How do you incorporate him in your work, and how, speak to what you're teaching there, because I've heard some of those stories and they're remarkable.
um, it's interesting. The I've been given more responsibility, and it gets harder and harder. And like I said, for the person that's looking for that deal, um, look to yourself. There's no more deal. There's no just figure. There's nobody likes you. Nobody loves you. That's where you got to look at it to start, and that will push you to get your team together. Okay. Now, when I say nobody loves you, I'm just saying this is that's the at that moment. That's what you have to. That's what you got to look at. Not nobody, but the industry. Nobody cares about me. The reason they don't care about you is because you're not you yet. So basically, work on yourself, work on the you. And it was a lot of work to figure out. Oh man, you got a son. You didn't know what to do at first, because it was a big hit. But I loved every minute of it. I was able to shape it to where I wanted to shape it, and there's sometimes, like, I don't know, um, who's gonna pick him up at school, but I get a call. What's Ari doing? I want him from the week because I have a team now. I have a fiance. I have 2 babysitters, and it's still a juggle. But create a team that's for music, for anything, for life. Vanda, you're part of my team.
Find your tribe. We can see you. You're picture perfect right now, but we cannot hear you. Oh, we're pixelated again. We lost the volume. He'll be back. Well, guys, that might be all that we get with on here from Antonio. So yeah, for all of those that want to be a star, want to be a celebrity, there's a lot more involved. You want to have a family, how are you building your business? It's a business. And I understand that it's your passion. And for those that want to be in the industry, go for it. Dream big. I mean, really big, because you can do anything that you put your mind to. But keep your feet on the ground. And let's remember that, I think as Tony said, right? Antonio said it very well. Nobody cares about you until you've developed yourself. We can hear you now, Antonio.
Hey, huh? No, we're probably at the last scene right now. Okay. Are you Jimmy? Yes. Okay, I'm on live radio right now. I'm gonna be out in about 5 minutes. All right.
We've got 5 minutes. We've got 5 minutes. Okay, bring it to us. Tell us about Ari. Ari is this beautiful young man that you are raising.
Let me tell you something about Do Not Disturb, right?
Doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
Doesn't work. Yeah.
Because you still put some people that can get through your line, right?
Yeah.
That was Jackie.
That was Mama Jackie. Okay, well, I'm glad you took that call.
Yeah. She's not gonna stop calling.
She's not.
So, okay.
Okay, give us a because you've got a wonderful story about your son bringing him to work on the set of The Joker. I found that so heartwarming, so beautiful. I love that you stretch your life to include your child in your career. So, do you want to tell it?
Create a team. That's all you got to do, and you'll find out if you're real with yourself and real with your situation. People will be real with you. Yeah. The only thing that happens is no, but everybody loves my son, and I can't say why. I'm not going to say why, even though I know why, but it's not important. People took to my situation and took to Ari, and all of a sudden he's on the red carpet at the MTV Awards. Only thing they asked me was to get him some headphones. So things like that just made life easier for a single father. Some people won't even, I guess, think about taking the job, or even they're already at, I can't do it, or it's not going to work because of, and you messing it up for yourself. Because when people see what you're doing, if they believe, if they've been there before, then you're golden. There's nothing, everybody goes through it. You got to just knock on the door.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
On another one, knock on another one.
That's beautiful. Yes, I've heard stories about the support that you've gotten at work on scene, from celebrities, from people that have just said, I will do it. You know the story I'm talking about. You won't tell it though, will you?
No, which one?
The Queen story. Yes.
Oh yeah. We were working.
You got 2 minutes.
The Video Music Awards, and I'm walking around with Ari, and the voice says, "Hey, come here, boy," and it's Queen Latifah. He calls her McQueen because he thinks that Steve McQueen from the movie Cars is is the name that queens have. A McQueen.
Okay.
Hey, McQueen.
Hey, Miss
So,
McQueen.
so this is now Ari's, I guess, godmother, and it all happened from us just chilling out, hanging out. She took him for the whole entire time, and now I'm working, and everybody's like, "Where's Ari?" So like I said, everything happens. Like it's for the best. As long as you think the best and do the best.
Right.
You can get close to perfect as you think as you want to get. You may
Okay.
not get perfect ever.
Right. There you go. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Um, well, thank you, Tony. I'm very proud of you, and I hope you folks heard that last piece. You know, you're already trying to figure out why you can't take the job.
You already know you're not getting the job.
You why?
For
Because
what?
you've got to, and like you said, there's always a solution, so I love that you've put no limits on your career. I love that you've been able to pivot, the financial arena, and you're still winning differently, but winning for everyone, for you, your son, your fiance. So congratulations. I wish you abundant success. And I have no doubt that I will be seeing you at the top.
Yeah. And
Thank you so much. So where can folks find you if they need to get in touch? They need what? They need a producer. They need a voice drop. They need what? How do we get in touch with you?
at ITZ Crazy Baby Live.
Okay.
And that's on Instagram. Also on Facebook.
Crazy Baby.
Yes. You can email me at creative VOX. It's voice. It's Latin for voice. Creative Vox at gmail.com.
Wonderful. Mad love. I salute you. Hug that beautiful big boy for me. And thanks for interrupting your work moment, okay, on set and spending some time with us. We love you, okay? You take real good care.
There's nothing they can say to a supervisor.
Peace, my brother. We'll see you soon. Well. And that's a wrap. Thanks for joining us here. You've been listening to Mo Money Mondays live here on All About Us Radio. Stay safe, stay woke, and live each day with intention.
You're listening to All About Us Radio. We're live streaming 24/7, playing old school versus new school. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram at AAU Media, and visit our website www.aaumedia.com. Call us at 1-833-369-1444 extension 1 and leave us an inspirational message or request. You're listening to All About Us Radio.